Welcome to District 32, immersion, inspiration for ambitious business owners with big dreams.
Hello, my name is Lorraine Garvey of District 32, and I have got the absolute privilege of interviewing Sandy Cream of Minuteman Press. Sandy, how are you?
I'm very well, Lorraine. How are you today?
I am excellent, thank you very much. Now, I've been trying to pin you down for an interview for a while, Sandy.
Yeah, very well.
Not just because you're a sponsor of District 32, but because of your exceptional growth as a business owner. And I want to dive into that a little bit. But before we get to that, Minuteman Press is a printing franchise. Why did you get into that, Sandy? What made you start in that area? What made you get into printing?
Well, it started out as a bit of a hobby years ago. Going back years ago, hubby had needed this little sticker. We were in Geraldton at the time, and nobody wanted to do it. So I brought a wide format, self-taught, and there we go from there. Like, it started as a hobby and just grew from that, and the love and the passion for it.
And that's how the best businesses start, right? You don't start to make the $1 million. You start because somebody asks you to do something, and then away you go.
Oh, it was just the fun, the enjoyment, just seeing something that you can produce out of nothing to what you could make. And it just sort of, grew from there. And Warren, my son, he's in the printing shop too, and he really enjoyed it. So we both teamed up together and just, he's got the love for it as well.
Beautiful. Now, when did you start in Minuteman Press, Sandy? How many years have you been in there? Where was your first store?
5 years ago, pretty much September 5 years ago, we met Glenn, which is our regional manager. He showed us a few different stores and had a couple of meetings with him. And before we knew it, we were in the canningvale store. We took it over. It was just all happened so fast, and it was just, meant to be.
Well, it was meant to be, but I mean, I'm going to talk about your other stores in a minute, but I've also heard through your stories, you do things a bit differently, right? You've got the franchise, but you're a little bit more ambitious with the guidelines, with the boundaries, around the potentials or the possibilities of what can be done in business. And since then, you've been, people approach you for advice and what to do, and you've won awards. Sandy, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, when we started with Minuteman, it was quite, all the people in New York and all the ones over there, it was a bit of a joke. No, Sandy, you can't have this. No, Sandy, you can't have that piece of equipment. No, Sandy. And it was always quite funny because I would just go out. To me, they were toys. And it was just, the more stuff we could do, the more toys we had. And it was just fun. It still is. And all the stuff that we can make and create, we're so different than any other Minuteman. We'll do all your signage, we do all your promotional stuff, we do all your stickers, we do all your paper products, but there's just so much more you could do. And there was acrylics, and so all these toys, equipment, just allowed us more and more stuff that we could do. It was just, so I went beyond what Minuteman is. So we ended up just full range of anything that you could do signage with, or stickers and printing, and it was just so much stuff out there. And now we pretty much, I look at a lot of the shops and the equipment, what's out there, and I don't think there's nothing we can't do because I brought all these toys. Fun.
You see them as toys, but it is equipment. You are providing value. You are stretching what's possible there. But now all the other franchise owners are looking to you to see what you're doing because of your successes, right?
Well, it's funny you say that because one of the Brisbane regional managers is one of the guys that came over and was by my side for the first 4 to 6 weeks when we first took Minuteman over. And he's now talking to all the Minuteman stores over in Brisbane using me as an example of where they can go and what they can do with their business. And it was just sort of amazing that they're looking up at me for what I've done and trying to implement that into the other stores. So, yeah.
Well, that's just phenomenal. It's something to be really proud of, you know. You've got the vision and you're going to make it happen.
We do. I see something and I just go for it. There's no boundaries. Anything we print, we'll get it done. Yeah.
Wow. And so since then, even that, it seems like such a short time, Sandy, you know, for 5 years. Sometimes some people are just getting into the groove at 5 years, whereas you're now on your third store. How long ago did you get your second store and where is it?
We got the O'Connor, it's Fremantle O'Connor. They call it Minuteman Press Fremantle, but the previous owner moved it to O'Connor. So that's why it's called Minuteman Press Fremantle / O'Connor. That's on South Street, and that's when Warren came into it, my son, and he started running Fremantle. I was still doing Canningvale, and he has taken that to levels that you couldn't imagine with what he's doing in that store. He has done fantastic as well.
Wow. Yeah. And it's also proud. You've also got the pride then of having that family business.
Yes. And
you know?
Well, and you've got we've got a fantastic team of staff, but you always got that family member that you know you can totally rely on and trust. And he's got the love and passion like I have too, and he'll spend insane hours there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, as well. Now, this year you got a third store in Joondalup.
Yes.
Wow.
We took Joondalup over in December. We moved locations to McLarkey Avenue, which is a main street into Joondalup, and that is going quite well. At the moment, all three stores are doing fairly record sales to what we've ever done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is phenomenal growth. But there's obviously lots of, you've got drive there, you've got ambition there. You're when you see an opportunity, you're taking it, Sandy. What do you attribute that drive and that passion to?
Just absolutely love helping people. Love seeing them achieve what they want to do. Listening to people and delivering what you can't get, and just delivering everything to everybody on time, delivering perfection, because we're very, very perfectionist of what we do. Yeah.
Wow. And it's obviously testimony to how you operate. You know, your success is reflective of that.
Yeah, we certainly try to do everything we can and deliver on time. We've never let anyone down with dates or times. We will do the impossible and we'll make it happen.
Wow. Now, Sandy, I can't talk to you without talking about printing, right? Give us business owners, give me what would be your top 3 tips for us on what should we be thinking about around signage? What's going to help us in more business? What's your top 3 tips there?
Well, you want something that actually is going to explain what you do. You want your name to be visual, but a lot of times you can look at something and it will have just your name. You might know what it means, but you've got to look at it as somebody that's got no idea who you are, what you do, and just put something on there about who you are, because you might know that you're a certain business, what you do, but you've got to let the client know. And if you don't let the client know who you are, what you do, your advertising is not really effective.
Okay, so number 1 is get some clarity around what you're actually presenting in your print. What does your name mean? Does it say what you do? And if it doesn't say what you do, does your tagline say what you do? Have some clarity around that. What's tip number 2?
Be just very clear, direct, know what you're aiming for, trying to get your audience to understand who you are, what you are.
Okay, so use your signage and your print to demonstrate, your capabilities.
Yeah, and always leave a trail, leave something behind. Give your clients something that they can see. Because like when we go out and market, we leave a book of everything we do. We leave a writing pad. We leave a trail of who we are, what we are, and stuff that people have got. So we're always in their faces. We're always leaving something behind. And
I like that term. I've used that myself before. If you're not in my face, you're not marketing. Yeah.
yeah. It's just always be in someone's face, leave your stuff behind. You can't go and see somebody, have a meeting with someone and not have any marketing material. Like, to me, like, you need something that you're leaving behind that the client can look at, have on their desk and go through and see, or even pads with just your name on it that they're using, a shopping list even. Leave your name behind, make it useful that the client wants to use, and then you're always going to be there with that client and they'll remember you.
So make sure we've got some merchandise
Yes.
there. Leave it around so your marketing, goes beyond your visit.
Yeah.
Look, Sandy, thank you very much. I think you are, you're leading. You're a leader, you're ambitious, you've drive, your heart's in the right place, your customer service and your quality speak for themselves. You're one to watch out there in the franchise industry, watch this space. Thank you very much for the tips on how to, have clarity around our signage, our presentation and the trail that we leave. Sandy, thank you very much for sharing your time with us today.
No worries. Thank you, Lorraine. And
Thank you, and I'll speak to you very soon.
Yep, no worries. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to District 32, immersion, inspiration for ambitious business owners with big dreams.